Don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Hey traders, market update time with yours truly. We're going to be looking at the indices today. Going to look at silver and gold, also the silver and gold miners as well too. And also I'm going to be looking at one stock that a lot of people have been very bearish on. It's probably the most shortest stock in the America right now, and yeah, because it's the most shortest stock in America right now, it actually looks like that it may be getting ready for a nice breakout to the upside and a nice move to the upside. So really interesting. Before I do that, guys, I am running right now a 75% off my entire coaching program, weekly private coaching program. The coaching starts straight away and it ends at the end of next year. Okay, so it starts right now and it ends at the end of next year. If you would like to get access to that 75% off discount, then just email me at Howell, HOWELL trader at gmail.com. Email me that and I'll email you all the details, and then we can get started from there. So just do that right now, and let's get straight into the market. So what are we looking at here right now with the Dow Jones? So if we look at the Dow Jones here, you can see we have two different screens here, okay? Firstly, if I open up this screen through here, we can still see just by looking at, let me do this a bit more, right? So we can still see there's a few things that's really going on through here with the Dow Jones. We're still, there's a lot of momentum behind this here. So stock market, a breakout is likely to happen real soon. Just look at this here. We've got a couple of different main things that are happening right now. And if you look at this here, if I bring up my Fibonacci tool, so I want to start with the Fibonacci tool from this low through to high. Look what happened here. It came all the way down, and found support where? Right at that 62% level, right? And then what? And then ran up and made basically a double top. And now we're just getting a weak pullback. Now, if I do from the low to the high of this move, notice we didn't even retrace, not even to the 38% level, and now we're holding through here. So notice how the buys are coming in a lot stronger right now on that, what we call the momentum there. Not only that, but when I bring up my 3-month view, notice the moving average, right? Notice this green moving average through here. That is the 20. It's more of a closer moving average. And notice how it's really pointing up very nicely to the upside. That's what we call strong momentum, right? Because the moving averages sort of gauges where momentum is and so on. So there's a lot of things that the moving average measures, but one of the main things that I use, or one of them, is that you use it for momentum. Look how strong we are right now. So we're getting this very sort of weak pullback through here. So, and it's more like a bull flag formation, as you can see. So it's really interesting to see that we're getting that through there right now. And I'm telling you right now, guys, if we continue to hold here and we continue to see this moving average pointing up, we're likely to break this high. And then if it does break that high, get ready for a big move up. I don't care what the pundits say. I don't care what anyone says. The truth are in the charts only, right? So many times in the past, so many people have gotten way out of whack or way ahead of what they thought was going to happen. And then suddenly they see what the charts are doing. The market's always giving us some sort of warning sign or some sort of a guidance here. Let me bring up what I mean through here. If I bring up, say, the weekly chart on the Dow Jones here for a minute, and if I go back to where the election was happening, right? Look at this here, right? The charts are always giving us some sign of what's going on right now. Now, what happened during the 2015 and 2016? A whole bunch of stuff, right? Firstly, what was this big red bar here? That was the whole Brexit thing. By the way, guys, isn't that funny? That was Brexit. That was the vote here, and the market side had about a bit bad of a 700%. Sorry, 700. I think it was a 700 point drop in the Nasdaq. Sorry, no, in the S&P, right? So big drop down through here, and then we went sideways, right? And now what's happened? Now we can see that. Look at this here. We actually made a bit of a double bottom, and look at this here. Came up, and this is where 2016 was the election. I'm pretty sure it was. Came up. We made this high. We made a higher high, higher low, breaking past previous highs. So who's in control through here? We went through all this sideways period through here. Then we broke up, made a higher high, came down, made a higher low, big upward candle week. So who's in control? Buyers, right? Oh, but the market's going to crash, the market's going to crash, the market's going to crash, the market's going to crash. And meanwhile, the charts are saying, I don't think so. And then suddenly the people that shorted the market got absolutely slaughtered. All right. So that's why it's important, guys, that we just keep an eye on what the market's telling us. Right now, we've got a higher low, and a higher low. We're getting right at this resistance level we are right now. So I would not want to be trying to short this market right now, because the way, especially that daily chart, the way that that's setting up right now, is setting up for a very, very, very nice move to the upside. And if we can get a break, especially if we start to look at, say, let's go to the SPY, because that's the ETF, and we can see the volume a bit better as well too. Same for the SPY, right? Move up, move down, and we're getting the moving average happening through there. Actually, let me go to the DIA, because that's sort of the same thing there. If we can get a nice break above that resistance level there, like a really, really nice break up, and we get a very solid volume through there, you best believe this is getting ready for a nice giddy up, yeah, right? Which I'll be excited about, because it may be an entry for me. Maybe, right? I need to see my setup perfect. I don't just throw money after just okay setups, or it looks good, or let me try, or any of that shit. I don't do that. I just wait. I wait for my perfect setup. That's what's going to give me the confidence to put a good whack on that. Still having good risk management, right? But how do you develop the confidence to start to put on really good money? Not just $1,000 trade or $5,000 trade, but a $10, $20, $30, $40, $50,000 trade. How do you get the confidence to put that sort of stuff on? You need to, one, start small and build up. But then secondly, be very, very confident in what you're looking for. And I know for myself, I know that if I get a really, really, really good quality setup, that 9 times out of 10, I'm going to have a small loss if it is a loss. But then most of the, 9 times out of 10, it's going to run on for a really good profit, and the 10 and the 1 time out of 10 it doesn't, I'm going to get a small loss. So that's how confident I am when I get that what we call a quality setup. Okay, so that's what we're seeing there through right now. I'm really, really, really excited for that's happening through there. Moving on now through to silver and gold. Let's see what happened with silver and gold. Right now we can actually see we're starting to get a bit of a rollover here, aren't we? So we've got a high, and we're starting to get a bit of a rollover here right now. We've got the moving averages still pointing up, but the 20 moving averages, see how when you look at the 20 moving average, it gives you a bit of a gauge of where the momentum is at that time. Okay, so notice how we actually went up through there. Notice how the moving average is nicely pointing up. So what was happening with momentum? Nicely up, right? Now look what's happening. We're starting to flatten out. So the momentum's flattening out. What is that telling you? It's telling you that momentum is now starting to slow in this move here. But notice how when we actually had up and then we actually had this pullback, look what happened. Moving average kept staying up, didn't it? Up, pullback. Look what happened. The moving average kept going up. Up, pullback, moving average kept going up, and then it started to flat out, and then we start to get a flat average saying, okay, this is probably going to come to an end. Okay? So that's what I'm seeing there with silver. Did I say gold before? I think I did, right? And then moving on to gold now, and we can see sort of the same thing, right? If I erase everything off the screen here, you can actually see how that we're starting to flatten out with momentum. The 52 is still nicely pointing up, but we're starting still flattening out with momentum. I wouldn't be too quite surprised, guys, with this longer term chart through here. I would have been too surprised to see this thing just continuing going sideways. I've got my 20 moving average on the weekly chart, so I wouldn't be too quite surprised to see something like what we saw back here, like a nice little pullback for a few months. In total, that is. We've already done it for about a month or so. But in total, wait for the moving average to catch back up. Wait for the moving average to catch back up through here. And then we're probably getting ready to go for another run through there. So that's just my opinion. No one knows. No one really knows. But that's just what that's what I think is likely to happen in the markets through there. But with that being said, guys, I want to bring up the one stock that I was talking about at the start of this video, which is the most shortest stock on the planet right now, or it used to be anyway. And one thing I like, and that's TSLA. You know what that is, right? Tesla. So Tesla right now is pretty flat, right? We've pretty much the last sort of, 1, 2, 3 months, we've done pretty much nothing through here, right? Really, 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 really flat, and not really much going on through there. So we're going sideways through here. Okay, not really much going on. But if we start to have a look at a bit more of a longer term picture, such as that weekly chart, and I squeeze this weekly chart up, look what's going on through here. All right, this is really, really, really interesting. We actually had a bit of a sideways movement through here. We had a sideways movement through here. Notice how when we actually broke this major resistance, where did it run to? The next major support. Once it was broken, where did it run to? Next major support level. The market always does that. Doesn't matter what market you look at. Let me share with you a trade that I did just recently on the on the Forex market. It was. Let me just go through to here, and I just want to share this with you. All right, here we go. All right, so this was a trade that happened just recently on the Forex market, all right, and it was based on the Great British Pound, so on and so forth. And the reason I'm sharing this with you, right, is just to show you an example, right? This was I was trading the 2-minute chart. So the way that I trade, the system that I trade, it doesn't matter whether it's a weekly chart or a daily stock chart or it's a 2 or 5 minute chart on the futures market or Forex or even the crypto market. All right, I've had phenomenal trades. I've had really, really, really good trades on the Forex on the crypto market. So this was a trade here. This is what the entry bar looked like. So I got in on this breakout bar. So this is what it looked like when I got in, and that was the breakout bar there. And then I wrote it all the way down, right? So this is what the breakout bar was through here. That was that breakout bar there. This is what happened. This is what it looked like as of the entry. And then I wrote it down. And this right here was the next major support level. All right, so that was long-term support, and I knew if it actually did get down to there, then I would definitely want to be out, right? So beautiful, 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 beautiful run through there. Really, really nice success rate. That was actually about 2 days ago now. That was. And again, I share that with my private clients and so on and so forth through there. So you can see what's happening right now, right? The purpose of me saying that is that the market loves to do that. So once it breaks up through here, if we can get back above 250. Remember what I said, right? The market loves to run to the next major support or resistance levels most of the time. So if the market's run to support, it's now come back up and now test this support as resistance. But now we're forming a bit of a sideways movement. What's like if we start to get maybe a bit of a breakup like through here, get back above this level through here, then what's Tesla likely to do? What did I say? It's likely to run where? To the next major resistance level, which is probably around, say, that 350 is a good round number, maybe even up there, but a good conservative number would be 350. So that's what I'm looking at there, guys, with Tesla. Again, it's just based on simple analysis of what the market likes to do. Now, this is a weekly chart, guys. Remember, day by day, we could actually have in this up move, day by day, it could look something like this: up, 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 bit of a sideways movement, bit of a that there, up, bit of a sideways up type thing. You know what I mean? Like, we just don't know what the daily chart looks like, but the weekly chart, that's what the weekly chart is saying through there. So hope this helps you out, guys, and I'll see you next time.